When reading online news articles, you might think in the comments everyone is leaning a certain way. But according to a data researcher, a lot of these people are really just one person trolling the comments and controlling the narrative. These are called Sockpuppet accounts, typically.
I've never heard of it before this.
It's interesting, and it's something that's definitely been happening for a while in this era of fake news, which is typically what will happen in the comments is one user will create multiple accounts and post pretty much different things, but all contributing to the same result of one opinion or one view seeming to dominate. And that can sometimes control the narrative. That can sometimes affect how people report or what stories they choose to do. But according to Srijan Kumar of the University of Maryland, and his colleagues at the University of Maryland and Stanford University, they created a machine learning tool that could detect if two accounts belong to the same person 91% of the time, and that is without just looking at IP address, which is something that can often be spoofed or might not even be available. And this is judging by the way they post and connecting publicly available data from one account to another. And they unearthed a lot of different Sockpuppet accounts on news websites like CNN, NPR, and Fox News. And yeah, so don't always believe what you read in the comments. I know I don't have to tell you that necessarily, but here's some data to back it up.
Yeah, I mean, like they were saying, whenever multiple accounts are used by the same party, it's harmful and skews the conversation. I see this a lot, not only, I mean, we all see this on news articles and stuff, where it's almost like the comment section like takes over. It distracts from the message. It distracts from the conversation, and I feel like sometimes the negative comments, particularly if this person has an agenda, can kind of take over. So you don't even, as someone like that puts out content, sometimes you don't even get to see what everyone else is saying because these accounts are taking over. So it just seems like there's such a negative reaction to a post or an article or a video or something that you've done. And it's, I don't know, I find it really overwhelming. So
when
I'm really
I used
glad
to work in local news, they'd be like, the commenters all hate this, we gotta go the other way. And that could be based on faulty information.
Yeah, and also just people that have a lot of time. That's how I always feel. People that have create a lot of accounts to just bombard.
I've certainly seen that on my own social media.
I have too. I'm like, I've got to mute and block several people. I'm like, I don't even know how these people are able to respond so much, but now we know.
Again and again and again.
Sockpuppet accounts.
Sockpuppet accounts. Yeah, and it's. I'm glad that these researchers were able to create a machine learning that would be able to detect these, since there are many different ways, and it's not even hard to spoof an IP address or to make it so it's not available at all in order to come up with this. There's another tool that can distinguish between a regular account and a Sockpuppet account with 68% accuracy. The research will be presented this week in World Wide Web Conference in Perth, Australia. Something they found in common about the Sockpuppet accounts was that they typically all contribute poor quality content. It is shorter, and most normal users tend to downvote them quite a lot. They post on controversial topics, spend more time replying to users, and are typically pretty abusive. Also, their posts are more likely to be read, and they are more central to their communities, generating a lot of activity in a specific, this was looking toward the Discuss forums, DISQUS, which is used by a lot of different news sites. There's a few different platforms, but this platform in particular is what the research was pointed at.
I was gonna say, yeah, because they mentioned Reddit in here. I feel like that's the #1 site that you would probably see this on. It also
Reddit is easy to game.
Yeah.
It gets gamed hard.
Yeah.
By stuff like
frequently.
This. Yes.
Yeah, we saw that a lot recently. Yeah, it also said that the forum would make the account's posting history available as well. So I think that you'd be able to see too if they're
posting generally the same
or
thing.
Spamming. Yeah.
So that was based off that publicly available data to prove that. So in conclusion, don't believe everything that you read. If you look a little bit deeper, you may find that it was all a sham after all, and it was fake, and it was bad. Dani, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me on. Now I'm not gonna take that, I'm gonna equate all of the bad comments, any bad comments that I ever get on any videos. I'll just be like, that's a sock puppet.
I mean, not necessarily.
That's a sock puppet, and I'm gonna live with it.
There's a lot of different factors that lead.
It's a sock puppet, okay?
Okay, yes, that's what it is. Thank you, audience. Please let us know if you've ever unearthed your own sock puppet account, not yours. You found your own detective mission to discover that this was all from one fake account. Please let us know if you've ever discovered a sock puppet account on your own below, and please like and subscribe for more.